Hey followers, I'm Stefan and it's time for another Rideshare Reflection. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in again to Rideshare Reflections. First thing I want to do is thank all my new subscribers, and I must do this. I must give a big shout out to somebody named Tiffany Taylor. She helped me out a lot. She is my guru. But anyway, let's get started. Today I have the first of what is going to be many Baltimore stories for you. I worked Baltimore a lot, especially during the pandemic. I eventually did stop because Baltimore roads are too rough, and also there's a gang in Baltimore robbing Uber and Lyft drivers, so I definitely don't want any part of that. So anyway, this is about, I'd say maybe a year ago or so. I had picked up a woman on the outskirts of Baltimore, an area called Towson, and she was going to a Ravens game. I believe it was a Sunday. I believe it was the afternoon game. And I'm bringing her downtown. If you don't know, the two stadiums, the Ravens Stadium and the Orioles Stadiums, are right next together, right downtown. So we're coming down there. We get to the very last traffic light before you reach the stadium. So we're pulling up to the light, and it's green at the time, but I can tell it's about to turn red. Before it even turns red, and I could tell I wasn't gonna make it through. Before it even turns red, I start hearing this buzzing noise, like a bee's nest or something. I'm hearing it. So we get to the light, it does turn red. I do have to stop. From my left comes the largest group of motorcycles. I'm not gonna call them a motorcycle gang because I used to ride motorcycles. We used to hang out all the time in big bunches and nobody was there to do anything illegal. So the biggest group of motorcycles I've ever seen. There were dirt bikes, there were street bikes, there were 4x4s, guys doing wheelies, guys with some of the craziest helmets, guys with no helmets, guys with those little three-wheeler things where there's two wheels in the front and only one wheel in the back, all coming through from the left, and they were making the left, which means that when it was time for us to go, we would be right behind them. Well, listen, this group took 2 full cycles of the light to come past. No kidding, it had to be at least 300 motorcycles and their, posse that travels with them. So I'm sitting at the light. Obviously it was red when we pulled up, so sit through that. Motorcycles are coming and just noise and havoc, right? It turns green for us, but they're still coming. All right, so we sat through that. It turns red again, of course, they're still coming. It turns green again. We're talking about like 9-10 minutes sitting here watching this gang go past. This group go past. My passenger, the second time it turns green, wants me to go through. She said, "Why don't you go through?" And I said, "Ma'am, do you not see what's happening here?" She's like, "You got the right of way, you got the green light." She wanted me to wedge my car in between this group just because the light was green and just because legally I had the right of way. And needless to say, she wasn't from downtown Baltimore City. She was way out the suburbs. In fact, she didn't even sound like a Baltimorean. She might have been in town to visit some friends or family and wanted to go to the game. I told her, I said, I can drop you off and you can try to walk through if you want, but I'm not driving into that. Could I have wedged my car in there? Maybe, but I also could have gotten shot. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not about to do that for her. She had to wait her turn, our turn. She got to the game on time and everything. I could tell she's one of these ultra conservative people that thinks everybody in that group, whether they're legal or not, whether they're committing a crime or not, should be locked up and the key thrown away, and that's just not going to happen. Baltimore City itself has had problems dealing with the situation. They have a whole impound yard full of these motorcycles and ATVs and stuff, and that still hasn't stopped the situation. So I'm definitely not going to be able to solve the situation here one Sunday, at one traffic light. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do it, and she had to wait. It's as simple as that. But it just shows how crazy people are and how clueless people are, and you're going to hear numerous stories about that. Don't forget, like and subscribe if you can, share if you want to. If you like a video, don't forget to like it. I'm still getting messages from people asking stuff. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. All right, so the more comments, that helps me out. The likes helps me out. More subscribers obviously helps me out. I'll talk to you guys next time.